time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, he's back from the dead. Your show. Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon. Right next to New York. New York. Yeah, what show, yeah. Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show.
You've tuned in, yeah.
Yeah, fun Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, who wants a treat, yeah. Keep listening.
Hello and welcome in to the Friday edition of your show. Happy weekend to you. You made it. Congratulations. My name is Gary. This still, as far as we know, the only show originating out of Saskatoon on the internet, going live from 4 to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. And always so grateful and thankful to kick each and every show off by saying that, because when you're doing something different in a world where everyone's doing the same thing, it's the only way you can stand out. And it means the world to us as we continue to push these small movements of just being nice to each other. You know, the old golden rules, treat others how you want to be treated, all that good stuff. That's what we're all about here. And thank you to you for supporting that little movement. As well, shout out to Teddy Rexman in the back, new member of the team, hanging out. Had to move this microphone arm a little bit to make a frame in, but very happy to have him. And to continue to thank you for allowing this all to take place as we try to bring local back to this beautiful city of ours. We have a camera, second to none. Before I get to that, Venom's in the house as well. Say hello, Venom. There it is. You feel threatened at all by Teddy Rexman over there? You know, oh, he's good. Okay, thank goodness. I don't want you to feel like he's gunning for your gimmick or anything. We have a camera, second to none, and it is here for you now. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to the Maggie Cam. Look at that. She was in about 3 different spots, and we're moving around, and then she went back to her old ways of just getting in the spot at the exact right time. And it's always so cool to see because somehow she knows. The Maggie Cam is powered by your friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street. They are your pet's natural grocer. We like to elevate the voiceovers for the Maggie Cam, so we went out and got Morgan Freeman, famous actor and voice actor, very, very, very good when it comes to all this stuff. And he's going to tell you a little bit more. Take it away, Mr. Freeman.
Well, thank you again very much, Gary. Like you said, the Maggie Cam powered by our friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street. They are your pet's natural grocer. There are many, many reasons why we love to support this wonderful business. Those include the owners, Mike and Rochelle. They run the place at such a high, beautiful clip. Everything they do is thought about, and they care. You know they care because this business stays open after hours and on weekends. Because they understand life is hard, especially now more than ever. So they stay open for you, thanks to the interest. This is what they do. As well, we walk in to Pet Planet on 8th Street, and you have everything at your fingertips, whether it's the 2 giant toy walls on both sides of you as you walk in, or in between those toy walls, all the leashes and collars your heart could ever desire, including those buckle-up collars and matching leashes. They also have deals ready for you, both on bones, which are on sale on Tuesday, and treats, which are on sale on Thursday. They have now begun offering grooming services for you. Margaret was in there for a $60 blowout, and it is absolutely incredible. No hair being shed, and they even trimmed her stump. And the cherry on top, they gave her her new favorite toy, a bumblebee toy that she very, very much enjoys. They also have the best puppy spa in-house ready for you to go. Everything you need is contained in this room, and it's very, very affordable. They have all the dry foods your heart desires are on the left side, all the way down that left wall once you walk in. As well, they have fridges in the back if you're looking to make the change to the raw food diet. Very hot right now. You can do that. They will help guide you through it. They have a fashion aisle full of all the latest puppy fashion, so you can make sure your puppy is looking good and feeling even better. They have jerseys strewn throughout the store as we are in playoff time now with a lot of the sports. Make sure your puppy is cheering for the right team. More treats strewn throughout the store, in buckets, more treats in aisles, more toys in aisles. It is all there for you. But most of all, and the reason a lot of us go there, is to say hello to their greeting dog, Leroy. Leroy will greet you, he'll walk you up to the till, and he will make sure your day gets better, because that's what always happens when you walk in to Pet Planet on 8th Street. They're your pet's natural grocer.
That was a good one. Very well done, Mr. Morgan Freeman. Okay, welcome to it. Once again, hope you're having a great start to your weekend. Friday Fun Table usually goes down here, but with Uncle Brando being in Vegas for the MagicCon Vegas right now, and with, well, me being here, we got Phantom here. No Hard-Cora. She will be late. So with that in mind, we thought we'd check in with a couple of friends of ours, beginning with someone we really, really appreciate who has helped out a lot around here and always has some great advice, not just on contracting stuff, but also when it comes to the Blue Jays. Let's go ahead and play that one, Phantom. Carly! This is
Gary.
her. Hey, that's me.
Hey.
Next Level Painting, best in the biz at what you do. I love talking about your business when we are on the air because another great example of good people doing things the right way. In that, the discovery phone calls, I always bring that up. You can hit the paint can on the QR code there, on the banner down below, and then you get a discovery phone call, and then you guys go through and you can give a quote, and then you can also say, you know what? And this is the part I always focus on. You know what? We aren't the right person for what you're looking to get done. Let us guide you in the right direction. Yep. And anytime a business can defer just taking money, I feel like that's where we should be. So very happy to have you here. Love the way you operate. We were talking a little bit before we came on here about stucco. You were telling me what stucco is because a lot of people hear the word or the name and can't really associate what the heck is stucco. And apparently we can paint it.
We can paint it, yep.
How the heck can you paint something that's all like textured?
We spray it.
Yeah. The spray gun.
Yes, the spray.
Now, with the spray gun, what's the difference between a spray and a paint?
Like a rolling the paint?
Sure.
The difference in an arm workout. Or a shoulder workout, I guess I should say.
So instead of going like this, you're just going like this.
Well, the stucco is like really textured, right? So think of if you took a sponge to mud and then pulled it away, right?
I'm starting to picture
it's got a lot of texture. So when we paint it, we have to get every side of that texture, right? Up and down, diagonal, side to side. So if you
into
roll
the ridges and all that?
Yeah, so if you roll it, you have to go over it a lot, and you have to really press in on that roller, and it has to be thick enough to basically get in all the crevices with the roller. Whereas a spray, you can change the angle of your spray and it just lays it on top anyway. So we spray stucco. So we have met people who have rolled stucco themselves, and I think that's why they've hired us to repaint it again.
Another example
down
of
the road,
call first,
they
they'll
don't
save you the time, right?
Yes, because they don't want to have to do that amount of work again. Now, spraying is still a lot of work. We do prep off all windows, soffit, fascia, obviously the stuff you don't want painted. That needs to get prepped if we're spraying. And in Saskatchewan, we do need to wait for the wind to not be ridiculously crazy.
Yeah, because you're going to be outside.
Which majority of summer we have no issues with. There just may be 1 or 2 days that end up, hey, it's a little windy to spray today.
Got collar off,
Yeah.
winds are blowing. Now, for me, thinking about this, like getting back to the stucco thing, it's another one of those things that I never thought I would even be asking about. But can you tell us what stucco is? Is that something that...
It's a masonry product. Like instead of essentially having like a vinyl siding or a hardy board siding, that's...
Hardy board?
Yeah.
There's a thing called a hardy board?
Yes.
Tell me about the hardy board.
I don't
Is
know.
it like, is it chunky? Like, is it hearty, like a hearty soup full of meats?
It's like, it's a thicker piece of wood, and I don't know how to describe it. I could tell you that is hardy board if we're looking at it. But,
that's good.
My job is to know how to coat these things.
Of course.
This
is why I asked it. I wasn't like demanding because I know it's out of sort of your range. When a guy stuccos, you go up to a wall and you just lay it on thick and put ridges in it?
Yeah, so when they originally stucco, that would be like, you'll see lots of, I feel like light pink or light beige or gray, kind of those stucco houses. It was really popular on the modified bi-level houses where you've got the the big basement windows and they're raised out of the ground.
Of course.
Certain areas have a lot of
And
stucco homes.
Stucco around there, yeah.
Yeah, so but it is hard for people to paint themselves if you don't have a sprayer. So
course.
and lots of times Saskatchewan, I think we've talked about this, we get so much sun.
Yep.
So the color fades with time, right? It's never going to last for 100 years. So if you've been living in the house for 10 and someone lived in it for 10 or 15 before you probably have some fading sides, especially the south facing, west facing. If that sun hits it, it's going to fade the color. So eventually people either get sick of the color or they want to update and get rid of it looking faded.
I hate to keep going back to the stucco part of the paint talk here. What's the reasoning to stucco your house? Like, do we know that? Is it just like a fashion thing?
It's just a look, right?
It's
It's
just
a
a
why
different
why
look,
would you choose wood siding over vinyl siding on your house
Just another one of those
or
options.
stucco? Yeah, it's just a look of house. Most people, we're not painting brand new stucco. We can, but most people that wouldn't make sense. They would choose the color that
While
they
you're
want to
buying,
be put on.
Yeah.
What we're doing is painting houses that people have
Fixing it.
moved into, they've been in for a while. As I said, it's faded because it was done 30 years ago. They want to, or the color is just outdated, right? Maybe it's, like I said, lots of people have that baby pink stucco.
I can
and-
picture it in my mind, and you can too if you just a lot of houses around the city, I guess, that have that stucco look, and
Yeah.
it
and
takes
so-
it back to the 90s, I'd say. Hey, like they can go back pretty far.
Yeah, I'd say 90s, 2000s.
Do you like how I just throw stuff at you? Like this is what I do, by the way, is she sits here and I just throw everything at her, and she always has an answer, which is very appreciated. So I guess the lesson here is if you got stucco that's pissing you off and you're looking at it, it's like, why is this here? How do I get rid of this? I could just roll it or paint it myself. You could. It wouldn't work out very well.
It would be a long process
Very long
and
process.
a very good shoulder workout.
Yes.
And if you're one person, most stucco homes, we have a crew of 3 or 4 people on. Everything's prepped off. It still takes about a week. If you're one person, that's at least a month project.
Oof.
If it's anything substantially sized.
Get the spray paint.
It's not spray paint. It's just regular paint that we put through our
Spray
Graco
gun.
sprayers.
See, this
Yeah.
is it. This is why we talked to Carly, because I am a layman in every term of the word, and I can tell you that I always learn when you come in, because I'm sorry I got more mesmerized by the stucco part of this, but the answer is very easy. Spray gun, boom, see you later. Got it all taken care of. Carly from Next Level Painting, thank you so much. I always appreciate these amazing visits that we have, and let everyone know how they can get a hold of you when they're looking for some help with the paint.
Yeah, go to our website, fill out the get a quote form, and right at the end of it, you actually, as Gary said, oh my goodness,
I nailed it.
you get to pick a time for a discovery phone call, and usually we can get you a ballpark range right on the phone call.
Love that.
So,
I love that. It's the opposite of being greedy,
well,
and I appreciate that.
we value our time. We value your time.
That's what I mean. Personable.
I know it's lots of people work during the day, and to have to run home to meet a contractor for an hour or for a half an hour, or even if it's 20 minutes on site, but by the time they leave work,
It's a
go
wrench
back,
right in the day, yeah.
it takes time out of their day, and that's fine. So we like to give you an idea of what it's going to look like, and assuming there is nothing that we didn't talk about or that we didn't foresee or that you didn't disclose, there's no reason why our estimate in person will not come in that ballpark range. So the only time it wouldn't is if we're talking about interior and you fail to disclose there's 20 holes, gigantic holes in your wall. That might change things a bit, but as long as
Please
it's-
tell me that's happened before. Has that happened before?
No, not to that
Okay.
degree, but as sometimes people move into new homes and
Then, yeah.
they've seen it only when it's been staged and some of the furniture has covered up some previous damage. So
Classic.
we've had that happen before, but for the most part, yeah.
That's
As long
it.
as we're having honest conversations, the ballpark range will be where
Be
it should
right
be.
there. Okay, so not just the painting expert, general manager of Next Level Painting, our friend Carly, also a representative of you, with you being a brand new Blue Jays fan that fell in love during that miracle run last year, coming within one strike of a World Series championship. Everyone's in, and now everyone's like, oh man, this team, what are they doing? Why is this happening? Oh, sky is falling. Until you realize the Toronto Blue Jays had the exact same record as of yesterday. that they did last year before they flipped the switch and went on the run.
I did not realize because I started watching in the playoffs, but you
And
telling me
millions.
that made me feel way better.
That's why we're here.
Yes.
Millions and millions of Canadians are you right now. This is what I mean. So it's important information that everyone know. Hey, for all of us, longtime Jays fans, this was exactly what we were feeling at this time last year. To the point with our Wednesday all the way roundtable show, we were calling for all of the coaches to be fired, managers, everything, players. We wanted to just rebuild, drop it all.
You wanted this Wednesday? This past Wednesday?
No. That's every time we go on that show. Last year when at this point. So we were looking at the exact same record, and we were pretty much the exact same team. And we were saying, garbage, get rid of everyone, like flip the switch, this is done. And then all of a sudden they went on the run. Right. And then, as you know, we all had to eat all the crow, and we were more than happy to, because it was an insane thing what they did last year. And now here we are, already got you comfortable, but you as well at home. I just know this is what happened last year. This is the road they took. Yes. And as guys continue to come back for this team, oh my goodness. Yeah. Like George Springer alone showed it. When George and Trey, the Savage, he showed it. When these guys come back, this team gets better. Mm-hmm. So more guys coming back, more things to look forward to. As far as where the Jays go now, it was a pretty ugly one there yesterday, but feeling pretty good, I think, as far as treading water. That's what you call it when you have like an entire roster injured right now.
Yes.
So it'll be very interesting. How are you feeling about this team now that you know, hey, it's not as bad as we think it is? You can come back from this.
So I haven't been able to watch for the last couple. I've just been seeing the score on my phone, but I haven't watched much. So I knew Springer came back, but I didn't actually see how he performed, but it sounded good.
He was pinch hitting, and in his first at-bat had a nice little RBI single. It was very good. And they're slowly easing him into it. He's got a cute little patch on the top of his big toe on his shoe. To protect his broken toe.
Is he batting in one position?
No,
okay.
Not yet. Yeah. They're easing him into it, but he'll probably be back there today, I imagine. And all the other guys that we're looking forward to coming back as well, like Kirky alone. You've been a fan of Valenzuela a little bit behind the plate there. Yes,
I love him. Yeah, I really want to see more of him.
This feels like more. Do you have a little crush on him maybe? You really lit up there.
I love his energy. I feel like every time he's in the game, he's like, he's happy, and he's a good runner and a good batter. I mean, I don't think he's done anything crazy batting, but
not bad for a kid, right?
I was just saying, I think this is his first official start, right? This year?
Oh yeah. Like he's a rook.
Yeah.
He's coming in,
No, I think he's got lots of energy. I think he could be like a couple years if he gets as a better catcher. I mean, the advantage of Kirk is that he's such a good hitter too. Yeah. Unfortunately, his stature doesn't lend himself to being a good runner. Stature,
that's the word you're going with?
That is the word I'm going with.
Very PC of you.
Yeah,
well done.
He's shorter than most of the MLB guys too, right? Like you lose that stride length.
There's a reason Did you just say stride length?
Yeah.
Holy crap, this is getting deep. I say it all the time. He's my fat prince. I love that dude. I love my fat baseball players, going back to Cecil Fielder and John Kruk. Like, baseball is very special because guys like me can get out there and make it.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like, if you got a big gut, it don't matter. That's just more power in the swing. And then to have Kirky, because his thing coming in was he was a very good offensive catcher, but his defensive skills weren't there. That was the knock on him. Then all he did was come in and be one of the best defensive catchers in baseball,
right? Which
turned him into an all-star.
Yeah.
So he's knocking down all of these things, and then to have him go out, it sort of sucks, obviously, because he's like, even framing alone, like you've seen when he's framing pitches, he'll get him, and he turns a lot of calls, and this sort of elevation from him is a perfect example of how this team turned it around last year, because you need guys like that.
Oh, for sure. Side note,
here we go.
I was thinking about this. Do you think the framing for catchers will be less needed now that there is the challenges?
That's a very good question. Very, very good.
Because, I mean, as good as you can frame it, I guess if the team is out of challenges, different story.
That's what it comes down to.
But until that moment in time, you're kind of...
That's a very good point. I think sort of it's one of those things where one person makes a move and the other one adjusts type of thing. So I think with your 2 challenges per game, as far as the ABS goes, it's more of like framing to set up around where you think it would be. And it's more used until those challenges are done to exploit whatever the umpires zone is. Because before this all came in, Nam sits here, he says, this is my zone, this is what's going to be good, this is what isn't. So then you frame around that. And you, like, so you'll know if it's right here and you're over here just a little bit. And, you know, once all of that's done, you go back to old school baseball. But the fact that those are there, and it's starting to show, I think, a little bit more now that people are starting to be a little more restrained from using from using the challenges. Like, because
they don't want to be the one that loses it for their team.
A perfect example, Schneider the other day, he was sitting in a 3-1 count, and there was one straight, like it was clearly a ball. But the fact that, you know, you feel that pressure, you don't want to be the guy to lose that challenge. Yeah. Like, he could have challenged it and took a walk, and it would have probably swayed the game. But the fact is, you don't want to do it and then look stupid.
Interesting, because Schneider's actually one of the ones to really be on it.
He's got a good eye. That's the thing. That he's got a very good eye for seeing the zone. So if that's what I mean. If the pressure gets to him in that situation, I imagine it's for everybody.
For sure.
So the framing, I don't think it'll go away. It'll just be used a little differently.
Yeah.
Until you get to the, you know, no more challenges.
I'm very interested to see what happens if they'll only keep the 2 challenges, or if in the next couple of years you'll see more or not. So
that's a very I like where you're going with that. Hi, March. I think like the hey, easy over there, girl. Easy now. Easy. Come on. She's fired up. Like the whole thing for me is it's very cool to see someone coming in as a new fan and having this be like part of your rules, because this has never been done before.
Well, yeah, and I mean, I only started watching last year, and everyone was making comments about how it's so much better now because the rules with the pitchers, like they can't stop and start or as much. So, which I never really watched that.
They took like 40 minutes worth of game time as an average, like as a whole for the league with these new changes, and it saved baseball. It really did. Like, people were done with it. Nobody wanted to watch a 3.5-hour game.
3-hour game. Yeah, like. Almost, you know?
It used to be a lot more.
Wow.
So baseball has streamlined for sure, which is very, very good.
Interesting.
It's game 2 tonight. Got the Twins. It's going to be a lot of fun as...
Hopefully.
Yeah. I'm trying to be positive here.
Who's catching tonight? Catchers.
That's a great question. Valenzuela was in yesterday, so it'll probably be Heineman. But either way, they'll drop the rosters as well. I guess this is recorded, so we'll know by the time this plays. But either way. Yeah. Going to be a good game. Jays are going to go out and crush them and get back on track, and everything will be good. Here. Carly, Next Level Painting, also baseball super fan, giving us the brand new fans perspective. There it is of the Jays this season, and always appreciate it. Go Jays, go! Thank you as always, young lady. It's always a pleasure, and we will see you again next week.
I'm 10 years younger than you. You don't need to call me young lady. Thanks, Gary.
That's a lot. Like, that's way younger than you. Are you kidding me? So there you go. Thank you again to Carly with all of that great input on all the cool stuff going on, be it the Blue Jays or the contracting talk, the stucco, all that good stuff as we continue here on the Friday edition of your show. Do not forget, you'll see the paint can on the banner on the bottom with the QR code. Hit that up, and you're on your way to your life getting better. As well, we're getting close to supper time. We love our friends over at Bugsy's. Look at this. Look at this shirt. This could be your shirt. All you got to do, knock out all 69 flavors on your passport, and then you are the wingman, if you will. Bugsy's locations, both in Market Mall and Lawson Heights, they got these. You pick up every Tuesday and Thursday, over half price off each one. You get it knocked out, you win the shirt. You can also hit up Uber Eats and skip the dishes. Go to Smitty's, order a plain wing, and in the memo put the flavors. They will come right to your door as we get ever closer to heading on over with our on-location box and doing our big show where we're going to order all 69 flavors. I'm very excited for it. So that is on the horizon. This gets ever closer, and I get ever hungrier thinking about it. We will continue here as our friend Ian Goodwilly stopped by earlier today, as he's our NBA guy. The Raptors looking to stay alive tonight, and he's going to give us a little bit of NBA talk here. Normally it's on Mondays, but I thought it'd be pretty relevant to do it tonight because it's do or die for the Raps. So without further ado, let's go ahead and run that one, Phantom.
I was watching it. I'm like, wow, something this bad has not happened in my lifetime, because the last time a being that bad happened, they were the Minnesota Lakers. It was a 50. I think they won a playoff game by like 58 points. That's the biggest one in NBA history. That's too many points.
Ian Goodwilly, that's their dude. Writes basketball on the internet. Hoops Habit, A Royal Pain, and Detroit.
Last Word on Sports.
Last Word on Sports, thank you. That's where you can find him all over the place. You heard him just describing the absolute decimation of a basketball team caught in real time.
Yeah, that was. If you didn't happen to watch the last game of the Hawks-Knicks series, the Knicks were up by like 50 points halfway through the second quarter.
It's a lot.
And it stayed that way. And it was horrifying.
The B team, the bench squad for the Knicks.
Oh, yeah.
Dominated the Hawks.
They put them out in about halfway, like somewhere in the third quarter, they just finally started pulling starters. I think because they were like, yeah, this isn't going to change. And it didn't.
It didn't.
It didn't.
It was crazy.
It didn't at all.
So
that's done.
How much was it? 50, 49?
51 points was the final. They beat them by 51 points in the end, which is not the biggest playoff lead in history. That one goes far enough back that it belongs to the Minnesota Lakers. So
that's a crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And Atlanta is a good team.
They're not a bad team, but they're a young team. There's still a lot of new. Like this current roster construction is still really new, right?
Yes.
They've done after the trade deadline when they made those changes, they started doing really well. And to be fair, they did take 2 games off of the Knicks, and the Knicks are a good, well-established team.
Absolutely.
So you know what?
Something to build off.
Take that home.
Tough to end with it.
It's a tough way to end, but man, that's a learning experience for the boys.
Big time. Big time.
Holy crap. Dyson Daniels got kicked out in the second quarter for starting something with Mitchell Robinson. They both got kicked out over it. And I'm pretty sure Dyson did that on purpose just to beat the traffic. He just wanted to go home. He's like, I don't want to be out here anymore. So I'm going to fight this guy twice my size. I'm going to start something with him. And I'm just
a big boy.
I go jump in my car and I'm going to go home.
The crowd.
This ain't great.
The crowd is probably leaving that time too.
I was impressed by how long the Hawks crowd hung around. I thought by like even the third quarter, most would be gone, and maybe out of camera shot more were. But in the camera shot, a lot of them hung around. I think it's just because this is it for the season.
Yeah, it's the last game to lose at home, final game of the season like that. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Either way, Knicks moving on.
Yep.
The Raptors. We got to get into it. 3 games to 2.
3-2.
Not bad.
Good. They're back in Toronto for the next one.
This is good. My whole idea here is with this team, I can see them winning this series. I can see them winning the next.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But Brendan Ingram, that's the first. He's the big name. He's the big that the media is talking about because everyone else seems to have shown up.
He hasn't had a great series.
Yeah.
And it's not. Originally, I was thinking it was just because Cleveland was putting them on lockdown.
That's what we thought.
And they were, don't get me wrong, they were putting him on lockdown, but it's more than that at this point. He is just not
himself.
He's not himself. He's not playing normally. I don't know what the deal is.
Apparently they're saying something about like a heel issue. Like he's a probable for next game. Now, would it be detrimental to this team if he's not on the roster because it does feel like something is wrong?
No.
You always want him no matter what.
If he was playing well, yeah, it'd be a problem, but no. I don't think it's at this point the way he's playing. If he's got an injury, you might as well just leave him off the court and go with what's working. And they do have stuff that's working. When they do try to get him in the mix, that's when they seem to be having the most problems.
Yeah, that's why I ask.
Like I think it's a smart move. If he has a real injury, or if they're just saying that to save face for him, I don't know. But either way, just sit him down. Let Scotty and the rest of the boys do their jobs.
And that could be enough.
Give the minutes to people who are producing. Like, that's the thing. Like, right now, this is the playoffs. You cannot afford to put in people who are not producing.
Yeah.
Either on offense or defense, and he's doing neither. He is not effective on either end of the court. No disrespect meant to him. He's just having a terrible, terrible series. And this isn't the regular season where when a guy's having an off time, you just let them shoot through it.
Yeah.
You let them work their way through it. You don't have time for that right now. You are right now 1 loss away from your season being over. You have to throw everything against the wall. And it's time to try something else. You can't let Brandon, and maybe he'll be better for the next series. Maybe he'll come back for that. Maybe Quick will be healthy again for that too.
It looks like that might be the road
that would be.
For.
But if the Raptors want to see the second round, I believe they can do it. I believe they can win. Harden's due for an implosion any day now.
That whole ball thing he did, where he went right in the middle of it. Like, come on, man. You know?
Yeah.
It's funny how when you're doing good, that stuff is like celebrated, I guess. Like everyone says, oh, Harden's getting under their skin, this and that. Like there was a point where he was taking that ball and he was surrounded by like 5 different Raptors. I'm like, how is no one punching this guy? Like I'd give that guy a old one too.
Yeah, he's just being Harden.
That's what I mean. That's him doing him, and he's getting underneath the skin.
Yeah, he's being annoying. I don't know why anybody cares. Just wait for him to implode. It's the playoffs. He's been imploding for the better part of 2 decades in the playoffs. That is his MO.
Yeah.
Just give him a minute. Once the pressure's on, like the next game is a closeout game. That's the perfect game for James Harden to fall apart, and that's the kind of game he always craps the bed in.
I love this.
So
I love hearing that because that gives us hope as Raptors fans. And now, how sure are we of this? If we were,
I'm
the
very
track
sure of it.
record shows it. Yeah,
I'd be less concerned about Harden and more concerned. Like Dennis Schroeder showed up big in the fourth quarter of that last game. He has a tendency to do that, so that's the dude I would be. That's the kind of guy I would be more worried about than James Harden.
And why couldn't he do that with the Raptors?
Dennis Schroeder.
Out there. Yeah, we talked about this guy.
This dude is he's a great basketball player in EuroLeague. FIBA, he's amazing. You put him in NBA rules, and he's. I don't get it.
Yeah.
There's a reason why he gets traded so much.
That's it.
Great trade fodder, not a great team builder.
But when it's the fourth quarter, like you said.
He showed up last night, and he'll do that for you. Like, it'll just be, you'll be in the middle of something, and all of a sudden, there is no way of predicting when it's going to happen. Schroeder will just show up. And all of a sudden, he's like holding your team up, and you're like, where did you come from, and where has this been?
Like a Jeremy Lin.
Yeah.
Remember Linsanity?
Oh, Linsanity.
That's so fun.
Jeremy's the best. I love you, Jeremy.
Yeah, good guy. Another good Raptor. Raptors champion.
Damn straight.
Very, very cool. Ian Goodwilly in the house. We're talking NBA playoffs as they are in full swing. So we talked about the Raptors. Hopefully they can take the next 2 and move on. Who else is surprising you in this sort of playoff run?
Well, I think everybody... Like the Timberwolves Nuggets series was surprising.
Crazy, yeah.
Now, it's surprising for 2 reasons. One, that the person who is generally considered to be the best player in the 2020s in basketball...
Nikola
is out of the playoffs in the first round.
And he had those dead eyes going too. You see that? I thought he was going to murder someone there.
He's been pissed off for a while. He was pissed off they fired Mike Malone. He was pissed off they let Michael Porter Jr. go. He was also pissed off they let Russell Westbrook go. Yeah. He liked Russ. He liked working with Russ. And he doesn't... I don't blame him. He's in a similar situation to Giannis where he's on a franchise, a mid-tier franchise that doesn't seem to know how to utilize him and doesn't seem to know how to build a team around him and is wasting his prime years.
Yeah.
Nikola has since already reaffirmed, the loss has already reaffirmed, I have no desire to leave Denver. But, I mean, that's what Giannis keeps saying too. I don't think they will ever opt to leave their locations, but eventually these locations are going to have to decide, do we do something with these guys or do we scrap it down and start again? Because what they have right now, and both teams, despite having 2 of the best players around, will never do anything. They'll touch the playoffs, and that'll be it. They have to do some real work. Like, if I'm the Nuggets, I'm taking Jokic, I'm calling the Lakers, seeing what I can get for them, sending him there to go play with Luka, and then watch them win a couple titles together, and then beginning a rebuild process. Like, if they could cop Rui Hachimura and Austin Reeves off of them,
that sounds like a possible deal.
Unleash Luka and Jokic together and just watch them
Can you imagine?
Be absurd on the court, which they are.
Yeah.
I think the fact that this isn't working, the testament to that this Nuggets, whatever's going on with the Nuggets is not working, is the fact that they just lost to a series again. They've lost to Minnesota before. They've lost to Minnesota, the Timberwolves before in the playoffs, and they just lost to a Minnesota team that doesn't have that. Dante DiVincenzo blew out an ACL and is gone. Yeah. Ayo Dosunmu, who was their savior in Series 4, injured last night. Yeah. Edwards on the bench until the next series, which they will now have. So he will most likely be back in the playoffs.
To do it with that skeleton of a team.
Well, to do it, and there's been, again, randos like that have stepped up all through the series for them. But the problem with Jokic and the Timberwolves has always come down to this goes back to when they had Cat too. Yeah. They throw a triple big line at him that he can't deal with. They have Cat, they have Randall, they have Rudy Gobert, and they have Naz Reid, and they throw one of them, two of them, or all three of them at him constantly. Yeah. They have these three bigs who can all just wear Jokic out.
Yeah. Just a big wall in front of that
And I
net,
love
too.
Jonas Valanciunas is one of the best secondary
Heck yeah.
centers in the
dude.
game, but he's not Jokic.
Nope.
No one is. And so what happens is you get Jokic on the court against the Wolves, and they just wear him out. They just stomp a mud hole in him and walk him dry between the three of them. It's 3-on-1
And
the entire game. Even when they're not on the court at the same time, it's still 3-on-1 because they're just next man up is waiting. Rudy gets tired, Nas shows up.
Fresh.
Then all of a sudden Randall's out there helping them, and then
Yeah.
they just keep swapping and sending different combinations. And if all three of them are on their court, the problem for the Nuggets is they don't have the size to match that. When they go the triple big lineup, and they do it, they throw that at the Nuggets. The Nuggets they don't have the size to match that. They just don't. Outside of Jokic and maybe Valanciunas, they just don't have the size.
One more for you here. The Celtics. What's going on with the Celtics?
Well, they have nothing to say to a healthy Embiid is what's going on with the
That's your
Celtics.
boy,
They
man.
do
Philly?
not look. Joel Embiid, I used to have a problem with him. I'm
Yes,
not
you
going to
did.
lie.
I love when you change your tune.
I changed my tone on him when I started because I think it was finally he's been healthy enough to play for an extended period, and I got reminded how good he actually is at his job.
all
He is
forgot.
really good at his job
Yes.
when he's healthy.
Yep.
And then what really changed my tune was his appendicitis, because that's nothing you can control. That's just bad luck. What I've come to realize is the man just has the worst
Bad
luck
Yeah.
in the NBA. It's just, he has bad luck. And so he's been out a lot. He's not lazy. He's not greedy. He's a dude who wants to play basketball, and bad things keep happening to him.
Very well said.
And so now he's on the court. He's got Podcast P, who's fresh off his drug suspension.
Nice.
Who's playing really good basketball. Tyrese Maxey, the former most improved player in the league,
Love
and
him.
still one of the top guys in the league.
Yeah.
And then VJ Edgecombe, one of the best rookies in the league,
Very good.
who took to Major League Basketball like a fish to freaking water. Did not miss a beat. Might actually, the day he started playing for the Phillies, not Phillies, I'm sorry, started playing for Philly,
Yeah.
actually somehow might have been better than, immediately was just NBA caliber.
Yeah.
Didn't miss, just immediately. And the four of them together are pure evil. And Boston's offense, since before their title, all through the Tatum and Brown era, is based almost entirely on three-point shooting. And when it's not working, they're screwed, and it's
We've
not
seen
working.
That. Yeah. That's
They're
a very
breaking
good point.
shots. They're not getting open. Don't get me wrong. Tatum and Brown and White can still go downhill and do some damage. Pritchard's still a sniper. He's a sniper. He is. They've got some good guys on the team. But name one guy on the team who's going to stand up and stop Joel Embiid from getting what he wants when he feels like
That's
no
the
one.
whole thing.
They have no one at center. And even in their championship run, their best option was Al Horford. Al Horford is
Love Big Al.
136 years
So
old.
sweet. Still such a smooth stroke.
He's got a smooth stroke, but he predates the league by many decades.
I'm with you.
He was standing there, and they built the league around him, and eventually just someone asked him to play.
That's why I love him so much, man.
And I love Al. I love
Yeah.
Big Al. Big Al's the best. I was so happy when he got a championship because I love seeing guys who've been in the league that long
Here.
pick up a ring finally. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
But what would he have done against Joel? Nothing.
No, that's
He's like Joel Embiid.
They're being exposed,
is a
man.
high caliber player, and they don't have anyone to shut him down. And so, if Embiid wants a shot, he gets a shot. If he wants a rebound, he gets a rebound. If he wants an assist, he gets an assist.
Yeah.
And then you've got Podcast P just doing whatever he does. Paul George just bobs in and out doing Paul George stuff.
I love that.
And then
Podcast.
Maxey and Edgecombe are just full. They're all gas, no brakes, and they just keep showing up. Like they can't even the Celtics. Brown and Tatum are run and gun kind of guys when they want to be. They can't keep up with those two. They are significantly older than them. These are two literal young guns just tearing up and down the court. They are unstoppable. The series is now 3-3.
Yeah.
If
Think they can win it?
If Philly doesn't win it, I'll be surprised. Wow. And the thing is, if they don't, I'm saying straight up, the Sixers have a better chance in the next rounds of the playoffs than the Celtics do. The Celtics, the way they're playing, will get eaten alive if they make the next round.
Everyone said, man, this is the Celtics to lose in the East, and now we're hearing this. This is crazy.
Yeah, the Celtics they're number
so
2,
hot
but I
coming
mean,
in.
look at they're number 2 in the East. Look at number 1 in the East. I love my Pistons. I called for them to win a title this year.
You did.
They are fighting for their lives against the Magic.
Yeah.
What?
The playoffs, man. It's a different beast.
They got in there and they just Tobias Harris, after that horrifying Game 4, called out his own team. He said that the Pistons are playing too casual, and he's right.
Yeah,
it's like up until through the first 4 games of the series, there is one half of good basketball they played. They played the second half of Game 2 really well. Outside of that, they're just running up and down the court. They're just phoning it in. They had, in those first 4 games, I believe the Pistons had 73 turnovers.
You could start a bakery with that.
Yep. Cade Cunningham, Game 4, 8 turnovers. Game 3, 9 turnovers.
And he came out and said he has to be better, too. That's the other thing.
He doesn't have an option. He's number one player. Like, this is a team that is averaging over 17 turnovers a game in the playoffs for the first 4 games. Game 5, they finally put up a real fight. They played actual playoff basketball for a full game.
Crazy.
And that's the first time we've seen that from them in the offseason. I think they came in real cocky. I think they came in thinking because they had done so well in the East and that they'd come as a team, they'd gotten through that hard period with Cade's lung injury. They got through that and they played well and they won 9 out of 12 games, I think, while he was gone.
False security.
I think that's exactly what happened. I think they came in with this false sense of security. They believed their own hype. They were high on their own juice and they just phoned it in. Man. They just assumed that they were going to beat the Magic. And to be fair, I think a lot of us did. A lot of us were like, oh, they got the Magic. Started thinking about the second round already. Well, guess what? Now we're sitting here going, their backs are against the wall. They're back in the theme park capital of the world for Game 6. They got to win that game. And then they have to win. They got 3 back-to-back games they have to win. But you know what the funny part is about this?
I'm excited.
You want to hear the funny part?
Yes, please.
In the history of the NBA, you know how many teams have come back from a 3-1 deficit to win a playoff series? 13.
In the history.
4.4% of teams who get themselves into this situation, that's 4.4%, actually make it back and win. Do you know who one of those teams are? 2003, the Pistons. You know who they beat? The Magic.
Ooh,
they were down 3-1 against the Magic in 2003, came back and won.
Dude, that's a stat.
FYI, the Nuggets did it twice in one playoffs in the 2020 playoffs. They came back from 3-1 in two times series. In one playoff.
So there's that, man. There's a road there. We could be looking at an Eastern Conference that will have no 1 seed, no 2 seed, and if the Raptors get through, the Raps could be one of the top seeds going into the next round.
That is honestly at this point an extremely easy situation to happen.
That makes me happy as a Raptors fan.
Honestly,
I like that.
Statistically, I think it's the most likely scenario. Whew. Like for the Pistons, the odds are not in their favor of them putting this off. Again, 4.4% of teams
very low.
That get in this scenario manage to pull off. It doesn't mean that they can't. Again, 13 teams doesn't mean they can't be Team 14. Yeah. But
the odds are against it.
Odds aren't in their favor. And then the same thing is true for the Celtics. They're going into Game 7 against Philly. As far as I'm concerned, it's a 50-50 shot at this point of one of those teams winning. If they walk in that game, everyone's healthy. Tatum doesn't blow something he's got a bad pattern of in tough games, something in his leg exploding. I really hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah, we're not going to manifest any of that.
But damn, my money's on Philly to win that because they're just all the momentum is with them. They are hungry. Joel Embiid wants a title bad. He can taste it right now.
Bro.
He's healthy in the playoffs, really healthy in the playoffs. That does not happen often for him. And so he's in there. He's got a good team around him, which includes Paul George, I guess. And they're going to go to work. It's insane seeing this happen, but it's going to happen.
Raptors fans, be ready. This is the road. This is going to be a great weekend of basketball. We're going to get into the Friday Fun Table now. So thank you, my friend, for getting in here, getting on, and doing all the basketball talk as we're the only ones doing it. And hopefully, when you're back, we'll be talking about the Raptors in round 2. And hopefully, it'll be with a nice, wide open door for them to make some noise, my man.
I think they've made their noise. They're going to make more.
I love this. This is why he's the best. Ian Goodwilly, last word on sports, hoops, habit, and a royal pain.
That's all of them.
I nailed it. Check him out online. He's writing about all the good stuff. Always appreciate a couple minutes. My favorite guy in the world, handsome male model, and so much more. We will miss you until next time, buddy. And let's hope these these manifestations come true.
I'm a model from
go
here
Raptors,
to
go.
here. Like this is the part that's the model.
Best,
It's not here, here to here.
best in the biz.
Yeah.
He's taking,
Not
what's it
here,
called?
though.
He's taking requests for modeling.
I
Hit him
am
up.
hand modeling. Trust me.
That's my whole thing is I just said he's a model. He's like, well, just from here to here. Hence the hilarity. Ian Goodwilly, once again, coming in hot with all your NBA talk as the Raps get set to go tonight. Looking to stay alive and push to Game 7 against the Cavs. Very excited to watch that one as we continue here on the Friday edition of your show. And ladies and gentlemen, we can now officially call it a Friday Fun Table edition because the Fun Table has arrived. Say hello to Hard-Cora!
Hi.
Woo! Coming in hot today, girl.
Coming in hot.
Yeah, you're fired up.
Lots of energy today.
Yeah, and we needed it. Both Phenom and I, we had a
Yeah.
little yawn fest going on in here. You're like,
Non-stop.
not me.
Not
I'm
me."
coming in hot. And we're like, all right, girl.
Yep.
Bring it. How are you?
Good.
Great. Love to hear
Happy
that.
to be here. It's sun
Yes.
shining. It's hot out. I get
You were
to do
saying-
yard
you were
work.
excited for yard work.
Yeah.
Sound like my grandma.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Granny
Yes.
just loves doing yard work.
I don't know. It fills my cup.
Did you have to do a lot of yard work growing up?
Well, I grew up on a farm.
Well,
So,
it's
yeah.
quick. I know a lot of soft farm kids. Are you kidding me? I know a lot of them.
No, my name's Hard-Cora. So.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. I'll give it. I asked because my granny, like, I would go over there and it would be about 10 a.m. and I would sit under her trees, scraping my back on the branches, vacuuming up, literally vacuuming up little tiny things that had fallen off while the mosquitoes are eating me and the bugs are on me and my hands and knees, my back is burning. About 4 hours of that every week. And Granny just having the time of her life. And it turned me off of all things lawn care, tree care, anything yard care. I'm done with it. I can't. I've done enough for an entire life.
Not me.
This is it.
Let me
I can
at it.
tell. The people that didn't go through that, they're the ones that love it.
I get to build a new garden box this year.
That's very exciting.
Yeah. But we cannot start it. It's all the woods in the backyard, but I can't start it until I finish the bathroom renovation. I have to put the trim up. That's all I have to do.
So
Well,
close.
I know.
But-
Why am I taking forever?
Well,
I'm
because
the
you're doing
queen.
100 projects.
No, I'm the queen of starting things, just not finishing them.
Mm,
I think it's my ADHD.
that's fine. You know, eventually they'll get to them, right?
Yeah. So hopefully I can do the trim and then we can build the box this weekend.
Things
This
are
is
coming
nice
up
out.
hardcore. This is pretty good.
Yeah.
You were telling me a very interesting story before we came on air, and I want to relay this to everybody because we love Feel Good Friday stories around here.
Yeah, it's a
Tell
really
me
great
about this missing cat in your neighborhood.
Okay, so there's more to the story. So my cousin came and picked me up and we drove around my crescent and he's like, do you know the people? And it's like on the other side of the street and we have a really long street. He's like, do you know the people who live in that house? And I was like, no. They're like 70 houses away from me. Why would I know who they are?
You could call him a neighbor.
Yeah.
A faraway neighbor, but
And
neighbor nonetheless.
then he gave me a little spiel about how he knew that person. And I was like, okay, great story. So then moving.
Did you say it like that?
No, but
All
like,
right, man,
I was
great
like,
story.
nice to know that they're good people. I did
Yeah,
say
yeah.
that.
Okay.
Living on the street. And so then there was a Facebook post on our community association
Okay.
being like, my cat is missing.
Oh,
He's
no.
been missing for a day. If anyone sees him, let me know. And so I typed, what street do you live on? And she named my street. I'm like, that's my street. I'll keep an eye out for him. So I went for a walk after work.
Citizens on patrol.
Yeah,
That's
I made
awesome.
Matt come with me too. He's
course.
like, what are we doing? Looking for that cat? And I was like, what else do we have to do? Like, yes, we're looking for the
Honey,
cat.
this is a date. This
Yeah.
is what kids do. It's a date now.
So we did a whole like loop and then didn't find the cat. And
Did we know the cat's name?
yeah, I think it's Filter.
Filter.
I kept saying Fred, Filter, Felix, and Matt was like, that's a tongue twister. Try to say that.
Fred Filter Felix, Fred Filter Felix, Fred Filter
Yeah.
Felix. Hard.
Yeah. So
Got me on the third
we got home. I was sitting on the couch. Our couch faces like the window. We have huge windows in the front.
Okay.
And I seen two people walking down the street. And I was like, Matt, is that your cousin? Why is she carrying that big box? And he's like, I think that's my cousin. And so he yelled out the front door. He's like, Melina. And so they turned around and they had one of those totes that's probably the size of this table. Like it was massive.
Yeah, like the one I got for the set.
Is
over
it gray? Yeah.
there. Yeah.
It's
one of the- yeah,
massive.
you-
They had
you
this
get it.
small little cat in this huge tote and they were
This little
carrying
cat?
it. Yeah. And so he's
No
like,
filter.
what are you doing? She's like, well, we found this cat. And I was like, you found the cat? And they're like, yeah, from Facebook. And they're like, I'm like, so you're just walking down the street to see if you can,
Find the house?
yeah. And they're like, yeah, we were just going to stop to people and talk to them. I was like, I know, but this is the thing. When the lady put it on the Facebook page, I creeped her.
Well, of course you did.
I'm the ultimate
Expert
creeper.
sleuther. Yeah, you're the the epitome of sleuthism right here.
Dr. Sleuth right here.
Oh, Dr. Sleuth.
And
Very
so I sleuthed her, and I was like, her two only friends acquainted with me are my cousin and her husband. I was like, it has to be
good. Their cat.
that house
Yeah.
that he talked about a couple days ago.
Yeah.
So I was like, I think I know where this cat lives. And they're like, I'm like, get in the car, because that's how far this person lives.
Get in the car. We're saving this
I
cat.
couldn't even walk there. You have to drive
So
there.
good.
So we pulled up right in front of the house, and it was them. And we returned the cat. Isn't that a great
Keep
story?
telling the story. My dad's just on the phone here. Give me
Okay.
2 seconds.
Yeah. So anyway, it was such a great day, and we got to like save a cat's life and also bring back this cat to its owners. You wanna chime in at all, Noah? So I'm not all alone here. Do you have cats?
I do not have cats. My
He does
mic is
not.
working.
Mm.
We have a dog
Yes.
and we have a snake now.
Ooh, what
'cause my
kind of
sister
snake?
loves snakes. It
Eh.
is a corn snake, I think.
Okay. Are
I
they
should be
yellow?
more confident about this, but I think it's a corn snake.
And the name?
Ruby.
Ruby. Is it red?
Yes.
Oh, so it's not yellow. Okay.
It's like red and orange-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have 3 cats.
And what are their names?
Princess Fiddlesticks, Cashew, and LJ. And 2 of them are outside cats. We can't keep them in. And they're fixed. They've got all their vaccinations. They're licensed. One of them is microchipped, so don't come at me because my cats go outside. They are free-spirited animals, and you can't
Bro,
cage them like me.
I
You
left
can't
I
cage me.
left with you praising the saving of the cat, and now I come back and you're trying to make sure everyone's okay with your outside cats. Is that what's happening here?
Only 2 go outside. The other one's so old.
See,
But she doesn't-
like the whole thing with outside cats for me is I would never trust my cat to come back. I'm like, I can't let you go outside. Like the second a pet leaves the home for me, I'm like, I have to go find it.
Yeah, I get that.
Like there's a lot of trust that goes in there in that relationship.
Yeah, well, yeah, I've Googled it a bunch of times, and the same answer comes up, and then I forget about it. But I'm like, why does my cat keep coming back?
They wrote a
might-
song about it, dude.
Yeah, they did.
Like a long time ago. So
Very-
it's been happening for a long time.
Very long time ago. We're not
very
worthy
next
of
day.
cats.
Here. Shout out to kitties. Shout out to Hen out front, my sweet 19-year-old prince who adopted me when he came into our house. Adopted me as the one he wanted to sleep on the
Oh,
belly.
yes,
It was the
yes.
cutest thing. And he was so old, and we had a lot in common, me and him. Like everything hurts in our bodies, and we just want to relax.
Yeah.
It's a great kitty right there. Friday Fun Table, Hard-Cora in the house, talking about kitties as we get set for a big stream tonight, you guys. I'm very excited. Very, very, very excited for this one. Right before the show, Phenom and I were talking, and he had a good idea, and I fully got behind it. Paper Mario.
Yeah. You guys-
Paper Mario.
And
Apparently there's like 100
I was
versions of the game. Is that
just
what you're
about
gonna
to
say?
say that.
Sorry, I
Like,
stole your thunder.
it's okay. Like, it looks hard. Have you played it before?
No, I have no experience with Paper Mario. So 5:30, we're picking up from Vern, so we'll be on the air around 5:45, 6 o'clock-ish, and we will explore Paper Mario. I'm very excited for it. Phantom, this is the first one you said? The very first one
Yes, we are
Yes.
going to play the very first one.
Very first
the
one.
for the N64.
for the N64.
How many do they have on the N64?
Only one Paper Mario game on the
Well,
N64.
then why do you keep saying the first?
Well, because it's the first one in the series. Like there's a whole bunch of Paper Marios, but this was the very first
Oh,
one
the first game, not
of
like.
the franchise.
Okay.
Yeah. Then it went to all the different systems. So that will be happening. And tonight, I'm so excited for this. Brand new pizza from Vern's Pizza will be making its way in here. And it is called the Inferno Chicken Pizza. So we will be eating an Inferno Chicken. We'll show it off to you. You'll see all the cheesy gooiness, all the tastiness, and it's going to be fantastic. We even got the banner right there. Perfect timing
Yep.
for the Friday night pizza party. Do not forget, $8.95 for that stuffed cheesy bread. So good. I might pick one up real quick. I will be in a hurry. So I don't know if I'll have time for them to make it on the spot, but I'm going to really try to bring one home as well because I feel like it's been way too long since we stuffed some cheesy bread. You know what I'm saying? The guy gets it.
Yeah.
All of that and so much more. Thank you to our friends over at Vern's Pizza. There goes. Love it. Love it. I'm excited for this twist stream. You know? Because we always get set in like all these different games, but there's
Yeah.
so many more games we want to try. And this is the only time where I can justify trying new games because it's part of the job.
Yeah, like you guys played that one game forever.
Shining Force.
And I don't know anything about
Wow.
video games, but I'm just like, hey, you winning?
69 hours and 58 minutes.
That's too much.
It was over like 4 months. Like it wasn't like this week, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's crazy to think about we streamed that long. But it was also 3 games. So scenario 1 was 1 game, scenario 2 was the second game, scenario 3 was the third game.
Are you going to do that with this paper?
I don't
Mario,
know.
or
This
like,
this might start a little bit of an itch for some paper Mario. Is there a mic on there? I can't tell.
It is.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I would maybe
he loves
go
it.
into
Can you
the second.
hear
You're
his
getting-
voice?
Yeah,
he
you
loves
can tell when he's
it.
amped up. When the hand gets talking like that, you can tell he's very
Does he
amped
have
up.
any like rewards? What are they called? Trophies? What are they on Twitch when he's breaking records? Breaking records on this game.
Venom, do you still have a speedrun record, buddy?
A couple.
You like still? Like you're holding the record, current record holder.
One.
One?
Make him something. like
One?
that.
Okay, he's saying 1.
We should
Sorry,
make him a
I'm
little
getting
banner
excited.
and get it for him.
Well, we got a couple of world record holders here.
I know.
We should be showing it. I agree. I agree with you, young lady. We got a website. Royal Anders made it. Therefore, it is a royal gentlemanly website. Check it out, dufferinave.com. Pretty cool. And you're going to let me auto-tune today?
I don't know. Coach Kama 2 said we don't need it.
But that's when we have the full roster.
You're saying my voice? We
Well,
need.
I'm asking if you're up for the challenge.
Let's do it. Let's auto tune it then.
Oh, you do want to? No, I want to challenge you. I want to see if you want to do this.
No, let's auto tune it. Can I sing at the same time?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that messes things up.
No, as long as we're in sync.
Okay.
So you just have to hit the timing, right?
We can do that.
Yeah, you're like that Timberlake guy, and I'm the other one.
Yeah, it's gonna be May. It is May.
You know, I've been waiting and waiting for someone to do that. And
I did it.
almost avoided it the whole day.
I did
You
it.
got me. I got made. What a day. It must be the end of the week, and I am quite happy with that. If you have a business that needs some eyes and ears, if you're sitting there and you're saying, you know, I'm looking online and I'm seeing all these other businesses that I'm competing with these videos that they're getting out to everyone's algorithms, I could really use something like that. We are here to help. We specialize in that. We actually have a promo going on right now that will do that for you. Please reach out to us. We'd love to help you out. As long as you're a good business, good people doing good things, that's our pocket. That's where we like to be. If you got a fundraiser coming up or a charity event or anything that's going to help this city, help the people, help the world, man, if you're just doing good and helping, we want to be a part of it because that is currency to us. To the point where we go through all the struggles that you go through because we're trying to do things the right way. And it just doesn't make sense to me that doing the right way is always the hardest thing to do. It makes no sense, and we're trying to fix that.
Agreed.
Right? Like I said, I'm getting so sick of everything being so hard for no reason.
Yeah.
So
Put more rules in place all the time. Why?
this is the rally cry. Just be nice. Let's just be nice to each other. If you can get behind that idea,
Yes.
I'd love to find a troll online. I can't believe this asshole's telling everyone to be nice. Who the hell does he think? Yeah. Hey? Like that's the type of stuff that happens in the world we currently live in.
You would never see it though. 'cause
That's
you
the
don't
best
look
part.
at stuff.
Well, yeah, because I care about my mental health.
Yeah.
Like I've been through it, man. I know what it feels like to be rock bottom. And once you're there, you don't ever want to go back. So you avoid all the things that took you there. Right? Like that's the whole
Absolutely.
story.
You got to fill your cup.
Yeah. So shout out to Wendy Bricks Media, by the way. The best in the biz at wearing all the hate mail that I assume we get. Very nice. The best money we ever spent. And even being very lenient as a part of this family as she understands when stuff goes haywire. She's always there to help. So shout out to Brixie. We love you, buddy. Please reach out to us. It is oh so easy to do. So you made the mistake that Mr. Baseball made the other day.
What?
Holding the triangle when we need a clap out of you.
What? Aren't I supposed to ding? I can't
Yeah.
do two things at once.
Well, that's the thing. That's what he said. I don't know if I can get it up in time. And then that turned into a very
That's
coy
what he
wiener
said.
joke. I know, yeah. It was very good. So I just don't want that for you.
You clap. I ding.
But I hold.
He's got his mic on. He claps.
Ooh, Phantom, can you clap?
I can maybe snap because I do have to hold down the button.
See, we all have to hold stuff. Okay, we're going to do it and we'll figure it out later.
Okay, I'll do it.
All right, here we go. Just send an email to. Hold on, I better test it. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Got a thumbs up from my man Fanu. I don't know why I get like jive talking when I'm on
It's
there.
Friday.
That's good. It must be it. Send an email to 1, 2, 3, 4. Contact@dufferinave.com. That is the email. This is the theme song.
That was hard.
It must be supper time. Get your burns right now. Oh,
It was too confusing for me.
that was good. Yeah, see, it's a lot, right? Now,
Yeah.
have
it's
you
a lot
ever
of
seen me
pressure.
try to do it solo? It's absolutely ridiculous.
I've seen it once.
Yeah,
You did it, though.
It's the latest triangle you've ever heard. It's me trying to hit a clap while holding the button. It's humorous.
Yeah.
I'll give it humor, but besides that, it's a little bit tough. Okay, Fenton, why don't we go ahead and wake Frankie up, and then we'll start getting ready to head on over to twitch.tv/Dufferin Ave Media for our first attempt at Paper Mario.
Yeah, and you can get right into it. No CCO tonight.
Yeah, very excited. Shout out again to the boys. Hopefully still alive out in Vegas. Living that CCO life at the Magic Con Vegas.
Yeah. I was like, why don't we try to zoom them in? And Gary's like,
We tried. I've tried numerous
Can't.
times. Anytime at these
Can't
events.
risk it.
Well, and they're just like, it's that 1 hour, and they always have everything going on that hour. You know, you could like pre-tape, but it's very busy. But they don't just go there and play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They do a lot.
What
of
time
work,
is it
so.
there right now?
I think Vegas is on the same time as us.
What?
I think maybe an hour. Oh, here she goes. So you'll find out. Thank you to everybody who came through this week as another great one. Yesterday, it was our longest show of all time, as we had Kyle and Aaliyah, producers for Telemiracle, fresh off breaking the record for with $10.5 million, no big deal. And the Backstage Lounge co-hosts in Shaylin and Justine were joining us as well. We had a great big Telemiracle party, and I was saying I was so full of that Telemiracle high again. Just being around those people, it's so crazy. So thank you to our Telemiracle brothers and sisters. As well, thank you to Coach Mazer who stopped by in his white truck. Mr. Baseball showed up. Uncle Mike Seahawk was in the house. Shout out to the Seahawk, host of Recovery with Cal. Love that dude oh so much. Had some Boontis action and so much more. Our friend Carly came by, and Goodwilly. That's how this place runs, man. Off the kindness of others. People who, just for the sake of doing good and for helping out, right? Stopping by and doing the thing. Like this lady right here. Big thank you as well to Miss Rihanna yesterday. Came in. That was very, very
Is that
well
her
done.
nickname?
LB was here. Yeah, Miss Rihanna.
Because we don't get to see her, right? Is that her mystery?
That could be the mystery.
Okay.
Yeah, I
There
didn't
could be
think
more
about it.
mysteries?
It's probably Coach Mazer that named her. He names everybody.
He doesn't even
I should get some more info on that. 1 hour behind?
1 hour behind. I thought they'd be ahead.
Vegas that way. We're over here.
Yeah.
Social Studies Award winner, John Lake School, grade 8, no big deal.
I believe that.
No, do you know why I got it?
Cheated.
God, no, I wish. Because it's the only one left that no one had. The athletes, all the math, everything. And it was like, well, there's one left. Who do we give it to? We'll give it to the guy who didn't win anything else. So that
No,
was it.
there's.
Thank you. Thank you to Hard-Cora, and thank you most of all to you for allowing this movement to continue. Thank you for being nice. Keep doing those good things. We love you so incredibly much. Have an amazing weekend, and we'll see you over on the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Dufferin Ave Media. Take care.
Bye.